Hey guys, great to see you. Joe here. Welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for joining me for this one. So this is another one in a series of videos in which we've been taking a look at the styles of various different guitar players. Now, if you haven't seen any of those videos, I'll pop some links down below and up here as well where you can check those out. So obviously this is a Dire Straits number and it's the second Dire Straits song we've done now. The first one was Money for Nothing. If you're interested in that, you can click up there and go there. So let me show you what's happening in this. This is Romeo and Juliet. It's open G tuning, and all that really means is that we change the top string here from an A to a D, so we drop that down a tone, and then your A string, you drop that down to a G. And then the only other string that we change is the bottom string, the thinnest one, and we tune that down from an E to a D. So no danger of breaking any strings here, right? Because all the tunings are going down, all right? Now, if you need a little bit of help with that, you can click up here to the full-length video of this lesson where I show you how to play the whole song. But in this one, we're just going to take a look at the intro. So hopefully now you're tuned up to open G. You need to put a capo on the 3rd fret. So let me show you the first thing that we're going to try and play, all right? Right, so we need this chord, and that's the 2nd fret in relation to the capo here. We're going to be fretting the bottom 5 strings like so. Our middle finger is going to go on the 2nd string of the 3rd fret. And then our ring finger on the 4th string of the 4th fret, and our little finger is going to go on the 1st string of the 4th fret. Now if you play that as a chord, you're going to hear straight away, okay? That's exactly what we're looking for. So play the 1st and the 6th together, followed by, all right, so that's 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so you got. Then what I'd like you to do is play this top string open, like so, followed by the 2nd and the 3rd strings, whilst we're still holding that same chord. Now what you should have is, okay? Then what we're going to do is we're going to take off these fingers and we're just going to leave this bar here on the 2nd fret, bottom 5 strings. And we're going to play. All right, so that's straightforward. We're going to play the 5th and the 1st in unison, followed by the 2nd and the 3rd. Then back to the 1st. So that's, and then next bit's even easier. We're going to take all our fingers off and play. All right, so that's again 5th and the 1st strings in unison together, and then we're going to play 4, 3, 2, 1, back to the 5th, open, and then 2 and 3 open. All right, so far we've got. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put that bar back and play. All right, and all we're doing here is we're plucking the 2nd and the 5th and we're hammering onto that 3rd fret 2nd string. So it's, and then we're going to play the bottom string. Then we're going to go back to the 1st chord that we played, right? So barring the bottom 5 strings of the 2nd fret, the 2nd string of the 3rd fret, and the 4th and the 1st strings of the 4th fret. And we're going to play very, very similar, in fact exactly the same as what we played at the very beginning, which is the 1st and the 6th together. Then what we're going to do is we're going to hold that chord and we're just going to literally play 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 whilst we're holding that same chord, and we're going to pull off with our little finger once we've done that. So it's, then we're going to take these off again and play just this 2nd string of the 2nd fret before we take all our fingers off again and play. And all we're doing there is playing the 5th and the 1st together, and then playing 4, 3, 2, 1, back to 5, and 2 and 3 in unison. And then our final little move is going to be barring the 2nd fret again, bottom 5 strings, and we're going to play the 2nd and the 5th together. And just like we did before, we're going to hammer onto that 2nd string, 3rd fret, so we've got, and then finish by playing 1st string, 2nd fret. Okay, now what you should have is and in other words, we finish with that chord there that we started with. And at that point, you go into a verse, which we're not going to go into right now. If you'd like to learn the whole song and that's whetted your appetite to learn the whole song, just click up here and you can go to the whole lesson and learn the whole thing. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this one. If you have, perhaps you could click on the like or the subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you soon with another one.